Hello everyone, happy full moon in Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing great. Yes. So I want to say thank you. If you are new, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the channel. If you hear the little like noise, is the beads that I have here that I'm gonna put in each pile. I just want to randomly select them. Whenever you come across this video, this was the right time for you to hear this message. And let me just get over some usual things, like always, my timestamps, my website, how to book a Reiki session, how to book a reading with me, how to join my tarot class that's coming up. We're going to be talking all about the wand suit in the tarot. All of that will be in the description box below. Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also, thank you very much for all of you who joined Patreon. I will be doing a second part to this particular pick a card, but I will get into that once I go into the topic that I chose and why I'm so excited about this particular pick a card. But I do want to say, don't forget to subscribe, to hit that like button. It helps get my content out there to other people. And thank you very much to all of you who comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Even if you dislike this video, I appreciate you too. With that being said, let me just pick here the beads for each pile. So this particular pick a card, it's very interesting because I don't know if this has been done before and like from other tarot readers or not, but this pick a card is going to be all about what type of a mirror are you. Okay, according to psychology, we are all mirrors, right? And according to spirituality, we all project to one another. We all mirror things to one another. But I wanted to do a pick a card where we're looking at what exactly are you mirroring back to other people, the people you encounter, the people that you talk to, the people that you engage with, the people that you're in a relationship with. What type of mirror are you, and what is it that you are mirroring to every person that comes or walks or crosses your path. So we have pile number 1 with this beautiful protective bracelet here. This has, I believe, is magnetite, obsidian, and tiger's eye. We have kunzite as pile number 2, and then pile number 3 we do have citrine. So again, pick the pile that you feel the most connected to. There is no right way of doing this. Go with the one that pulls you in. Go with the bracelet that you like, or go with either from 1, 2, or 3 with your favorite number. Again, there is no right way of doing this. If you need to pause the video to kind of sit with it and take a moment, go ahead and do that. And if you are wanting to skip the intro, again, the timestamps are in the description box below. Feel free to fast forward to your selected option. Now, full moon in Aquarius, what is going on? So expect the unexpected. That is something that came out for IG as well. I feel like it's going to be very important to flow, okay, because Pluto is making aspects to this full moon. So expect some type of inner turmoil. If power struggles come up, again, do not give into that ego. Allow things to flow. I'm hearing be the bigger person, but I'm also seeing a lot of karma coming in with this full moon in Aquarius. So depending on the karma that is owed to you, that is what is coming your way. A lot of ancestral energy as well with this full moon in Aquarius. Let's see, anything else? It's important for you to surrender. It's important for you to connect with water if you can, okay, because water will remind you to flow, to not go against the grain, at least not right now. But also with this full moon in Aquarius, it's great for you to kind of step out of your comfort zone, to do things differently, to embrace that unique, weird side of you. Particularly, I'm vibing with this full moon just because in Vedic astrology I have my moon in Aquarius. So to me, it feels like really nice, the energy, but I know for a lot of people it can be very destabilizing. I don't think I pronounced that correctly, but it can be a little bit shaky. It can be a little bit shaky because of that Uranus aspect of it. But I feel like the conjunctions are very powerful conjunctions that are happening with the moon at this time. It's going to activate, but it can also intensify a lot of emotions, okay? A lot of family thing, like I said, a lot of ancestral things that were buried in your 12th house, right? The attic of astrology. Things that were in your subconscious mind will be coming up to the surface, whether this be through your dreams, whether this be through other people, but there is also a heavy emphasis in karma here. Okay, a lot of themes around the Akashic record as well. This full moon is all about your spiritual development and letting go of the baggage, okay? Letting go of the baggage in order for you to step into your truth and your authenticity. Thank you to all of you who signed up for the Reiki Circle for this full moon. The theme is releasing, right? Releasing any blockages that are not allowing us to step into our prosperity and our authentic selves. So thank you very much for all of you who joined. And just know that everything that you are releasing with this Pluto conjunction, Pluto aspects to the moon, pardon me, it's all about you, helping you to step into your passion. So that is what I have for you guys. Now we're going to move to our selected option. Hello, pile number 1. Okay. I feel like you guys definitely part of the mirror that you are to other people is about them speaking their truth or accepting a truth within themselves or something that they're not wanting to see, okay, or wanting to accept or wanting to integrate in their lives, right? I feel like what I'm getting here is like you are the mirror that shows the other person's descendant sign. Okay? If you know a little bit about astrology, our ascendant is that energy that we show to the world, right? Our descendant is like, let's say, the side of us that is behind us for understanding purposes, for you guys to grasp a little bit, kind of like your back, if you will. And so it can be seen as like your shadow side as well, things that other people see about you, but you have a hard time seeing those things about yourself. So I feel like that's going to play out here, pile number 1. That's the first thing that I'm picking up. I feel here as well that you are definitely a mirror, okay? Because of the bracelet that you picked, I don't feel that you are like transparent. Like pile number 3 would be very transparent, okay, about themselves and things like that. I feel like you guys are definitely mirrors. Okay, you're mirrors and you don't allow a lot of people into your own personal stuff. You're just like, there's a boundary there. But you are definitely someone who does mirror aspects of others that they are not wanting to integrate or accept. Okay, but let's see what the cards have to say. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. We're shuffling. We're shuffling. The Destroyer. Okay, I told you guys. You guys are not here to play pile number 1. You're not. Pile number 1. It might be hard for you to even kind of, I feel, how do I put this? I feel here that there's this energy of your role as a mirror is to destroy anything that is no longer serving the person that you encounter. Okay? I feel like there's heavy Pluto aspects here. You might be someone who has strong Pluto aspects or Pluto dominant in your chart. Like myself, I'm very Pluto dominant in my chart, but I feel here that you guys are mirroring what is destructive in their life, whether that be themselves, whether that be self-sabotaging, or whether that be there is something like an external factor that is sabotaging their truth, their authenticity, their life in some way. I feel like you are the mirror that mirrors back to them, or that reflects to them what needs to be destroyed in order for new life to emerge. You are the mirror that reflects to other people what they've been stuffing down in their subconscious, what they've been um, repressing, kind of like a volcano. And when they come and they engage with you, it's like all this stuff starts coming out and it explodes. It explodes like a volcano. Damn soul. Okay, pile number one. You guys have definitely have some type of personal planets in your 12th, in your Pluto. Um, but you guys, like I said, with all, just even with the bracelet that you picked, I feel like you guys are not here to play. And the reason why I say that is because what you mirror back to people is you mirror back this energy of like where they feel like a damsel in distress. You mirror to them where they are wanting someone else to come and rescue them. Where are they in illusion when it comes to themselves? Where are their toxic behaviors? And for some of you, particularly when it comes to their love life, not always. Maybe you've been through some destructive um, relationships yourself, you know, whether this be romantic, platonic, friendship, whatever type of relationship that is. I feel like you've had your fair share of destructive relationships. And so I feel like you've given your power away at some point, pile number one. And I feel that this is the mirror that you put up to others. Whether you do this willingly or you do it subconsciously. Honestly, with this Pluto, I feel like you do it subconsciously. I feel like this is something that you just emanate to other people. And here's the thing. With you, pile number one, I feel like people can either be very intrigued by you, very curious about you. They might even want to try to control the volcano, but here's where it gets tricky, because if they try to control the volcano, that we cannot control the volcano. The volcano will do what it wants to do when it's time to do what it needs to do. And so I feel here that, like I said, a lot of people will be thankful for the mirror that you put up for them, and other people will completely turn away and choose to still live in illusion. But again, how people react to your reflection or what you reflect back, that has to do more with them than it does with you. A pioneer. Yes, it's like you turn on this light bulb for others. And like I said, I feel like for the majority of you, I don't feel like you tend to attract. And here's the thing, we're going to be doing on Patreon what type of mirrors, what mirror do you attract for yourself, right? What type of people do you attract, and what kind of mirror are they putting up to you for you to see yourself? But I do feel like you don't tend to attract a lot of people who are not willing to do the inner work. I feel like you are a mirror of, like, that there's this, your guides are like, whoever you come across is because they are ready to do the inner work. I feel like you also, you reflect a lot of independence to other people. And I feel like you've been through a lot, and you don't allow yourself to be in this damsel in distress type of energy. So what you put up for other people is this energy of like, if I can do it, and if I can get through this, and I can break through the illusion, why can you not do the same? Because I feel like you are someone, you could have Moon in Aquarius too. This always makes me think of Moon in Aquarius just because they're so scientific and so creative. But I feel here, you do things in ways that people have never done before, or they never thought about something in a particular way, or the way that you mirror back to people, right? The reflection that you put out to other people. I do feel here that you are a pioneer. And so with that pioneer energy is you stepping into a leadership role, right? You need to be a trailblazer, you need to be a trendsetter, a setter. And I feel like here what you do is, when people engage with you, when people communicate with you, when people are in your energy, you reflect this to them of like, well, just because someone hasn't done something before doesn't mean that you need to keep doing it that way. You know, it's this energy of like taking the baton back, like taking your power back. That is the mirror that you put up for people, for them to see and to do the inner work. Because I feel like you're someone who's very passionate, okay? Very passionate. You guys. Yeah. Okay, let me continue pulling cards here. The wheel. Yeah, it's when people come across or cross your path, it's destined. It's destined for them to come your way because there is an illusion that they're stuck in. And that it's time for them to let that go. It's time for them to destroy that illusion, for them to take their power back and not feel like a damsel in distress, and to pioneer and to, you know, go out there in search of their truth, in search of their dreams, their goals. And I feel here that you reflect this back, this energy of what is it that you're holding on to so tightly that it's destroying you, but yet you're holding on to it, but yet you're not wanting to let it go. You're here to mirror to people that change isn't always bad. Actually, change can be quite freeing for you. Page of Wands. Again, this goes hand in hand with that pioneer energy. You are a mirror that ends cycles, karmic cycles, ties, restrictions. Yeah, you guys. Okay, that's what I was saying. Some people might not be happy with what you mirror back to them. You might have Moon in Scorpio or heavy Scorpio, Pluto placements in your chart, because this is the energy that you mirror back to them. You mirror back the energy of Pluto, Scorpio, Capricorn. Capricorn being the systems in place with this Pluto energy. Rewriting the system, rewriting the structure around you, destroying it so that something new can be built. But you also reflect this Jupiter. Once they get past the reflection of Pluto and Saturn, then you can reflect this Jupiter aspect. And what is Jupiter? Jupiter is expansion. It's freedom, enthusiasm, joy, higher wisdom, higher knowledge. But first they need to get through breaking free from these restrictions and these limitations. Then they can get that Jupiter aspect of you. You're a teacher. And once they get to this Jupiter aspect, then they can start seeking. Then they can start going on a new adventure without all this baggage that they were carrying. You might attract a lot of Capricorns in your life too. That could be something. Where is their ego holding them back? Where are their obsessions holding them back? Where is your focus? Where is your focus and where are your intentions? That's the type of mirror that you are. And are your actions in alignment with your intentions? Because I feel like you are the type of mirror to people where they're wanting change, they're wanting adventure, they're wanting the new. But see, their actions are just repeating the cycle of holding themselves back. But you mirror this. Because being in this cycle makes them feel like a damsel in distress. But you come in as a destroyer, as Pluto, saying, no, we can change that. If this system doesn't work for you, you can change it. But see, people fear change. But you mirror to them that actually change can be a good thing, especially in this situation here. Like I said, for some of you, you mirror in relationships who their karmic partner is, and some people do not like this. This is the reason why I myself shy away from doing love readings on my channel, because when it comes to love, there's a lot of people who can get very touchy with their love life, and people choose to see what they want to see. And so I feel like, especially when it comes to karmic partners, right? People can get very defensive about that. I understand love is a vulnerable thing. Relationships is a place of vulnerability for many of us. And I feel here that you guys, the mirror that you put out there is you reflect and you tell people, because they come to their own conclusion. It's not like you come and you tell them like, oh, this is a karmic partner that you're dealing with. But it's like through your stories, because you have this Jupiter, through your teachings, through your words, through your actions, you let people know that, hey, you're with a karmic partner here, or you're in a karmic cycle, and it's time to break free. It's like you reveal their power to them. You help others mature. You help others grow up. You help others go into this energy of introspection. And that is that Pluto energy. Get friendly with your demons, with your shadows, right? Integrating them. You mirror exactly who they are in order for them to get to know themselves. That's why I said they cannot penetrate, or they cannot break through that mirroring aspect to get to the real you, because you're always mirroring to them. It's like very rare do others get to the real you. And if they do, it's an honor. In silence, peace prevails. You're like this guiding voice. Again, you mirror what they silence. You mirror what they don't want to see, what they don't want to hear, what they don't want to accept. You're this light, you're this sun energy that it's kind of like when I say you have personal planets, the sun or the moon that shines light into the 8th or the 12th house. That's what you do. You shine the light to those houses. And a lot of people are very uncomfortable when they shine that light there, because these houses are houses that people consciously choose not to explore. Sometimes, not always. Yeah, you're like a soul school here for others. It's like once they come into your energy or they cross your path, it's like, okay, class is in session, you guys. This is what we're gonna learn right now, or what you're gonna learn about yourself and how you're holding yourself back and how are you limiting yourself and what needs to be destroyed in order for you to become the pioneer, the leader of your life. And so I feel here that again, with this maturing aspect, we have it twice. You help others grow. That is the type of mirror that you are. And you do this through your own growth. It could be that maybe you talk about your personal life. Maybe you talk about your experiences to other people. Like, not in detail though, but you know, you give them a lot of good guidance that makes them kind of be like, huh, maybe I do play a role in that. Maybe I could change that. Maybe I do have the power and the tools to break free. You help them become a better version of themselves. And like I said, a lot of people either will be triggered by this and will run, and others will appreciate it and will be like, wow, I never met another person like pile number one. I learned a lot about myself. They may not understand it quite well, but they'll be like, wow, my life really changed after I met this person. And also it's because they see you living your destiny. They see you being very empowered. And for some of them, it doesn't even have to be directly a connection with you. It could be that they are a friend of yours and they're watching you, they're observing you, or they've seen the struggles, they've seen what you've been through, and they're like, wow, so and so pile number one can do it, then you know I can do it too. Because they see you walking your path. They see you as a person of a lot of integrity, a person who's not afraid of the journey. And so you inspire many. Yes, you are a mirror that tells people it's time to level up. It's time to move in a new direction. It's time to transcend certain patterns, certain behaviors. It's time to keep moving forward. We cannot stay stuck here. And again, you do this from a place of subconscious, okay? Again, you're not going around preaching or telling people, you know, oh, what you're doing is a bad behavior. Unless they directly ask you, I'm pretty sure you probably will. But I feel like this is more along the lines of like at a soul level. Like your soul communicates to this person's soul. It's like you get into people's subconscious. Okay, I don't know. People might tell you they dream a lot about you, or there's certain words that you say that sticks with them or echoes in their mind. Something like this. Okay, pile number one. Yes. Like I said, it's like they see signs about you, or again, people are very curious about you. Like you leave them thinking. You're like, oh, people sometimes might be like, oh yes, pile number one, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. But then as time goes by, they start kind of like seeing signs about what you said or thinking about what you said. And then they're like, well, let me just dig a little deeper. Let me just look into that, right? And again, with the symbols and the signs, this is not very direct. It's very in the subconscious. You help people change the direction of their life, the cycle. It's a lot of growth. You help them understand the stages that they're in, and knowing that life has stages, and you know, and that we have cycles that we got to work through. You help people transform. That's the type of mirror that you are. You remind people of who they truly are and of the power that they hold, because you help them break free from these spirals, these cycles. You help them see through the illusion. See how this painting is not very clear? There's a little bit of like, you help them see through the distortion of things, through the distortion of the cycles that sometimes they cannot piece together. But you can do this through the mirror that you put up. Yeah. So that is what I have for you, pile number one. If it resonated, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. On Patreon, on Monday, I will be doing what type of mirrors do you attract? So that will be over there on Patreon. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Have a beautiful weekend. Don't forget to set your intentions for this full moon in Aquarius. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So let's see, what type of mirror are you to other people? Let's remove this. Maybe you're coming from pile number 1. I don't know. But let's have a look. Let's see. I feel here you are a mirror to other people where you help them get in touch with their feminine side is what I'm picking up here, okay? There might be some mother wounding that you reflect back to some people in order for them to heal, in order for them to balance that feminine energy. But we will continue. I feel like also anything that is holding them back emotionally. Okay, let me shuffle these cards a little bit here. Wow, maybe you like the color purple. I don't know why. 8 of Swords. Okay. The Hierophant. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, okay. So what type of mirror are you? I just heard a traditional mirror. Okay, your guys are funny. But what I'm getting here is you mirror to people where their mind is limiting them, is holding them back. You mirror to them where tradition in particular holds them back, where their upbringing holds them back. It's like you are the type of mirror to people where you're like, well, does that belief serve you? Does that tradition serve you? I feel like you also are a mirror where you help them honor themselves. Because sometimes the people that come to you across your path, that come and interact with you, there might be people who are juggling too much with that 2 of Pentacles. There might be people who are having a hard time deciding something. And so you mirror to them the fact that they need to do things according to their morals and their values. And if they need to change those morals and those values, then that is what is needed in order for them to make the right choice for themselves. You help also mirror to people that they are also a bridge to spirit, that they can also communicate with their guides, that they can also receive signs and guidance from source. You're like a mentor to them. You're like a guide to them. You help them as well, kind of like carry the load. You might be a literal teacher, like literally you might teach. You help people as well pay attention to where is their focus, where is their attention, because whatever it is that they put their attention in, that is what is going to flourish. So if their focus is on stress, if their focus is on the fact that they don't have balance, then you're telling them, or if their focus is that they don't have a path to move forward or that they are powerless, then that is what they're going to attract. Yes. Very similar to pile number 1 in a way. You mirror to others too, where are they stuck? Where are they choosing not to get up and walk away? Because this man looks like, or this person, I don't even know. I'm assuming it was a man, but it doesn't have to be. But this creature there has a whip. And it looks like he's about to whip her. And she doesn't look tied. She doesn't look restrained. And she's choosing to stay there. Kind of like the Eight of Swords. She's blindfolded. She has these ties around her. But these ties are not tied to anything. And if she was to remove this blindfold, she would see that the path in front of her and behind her are clear. She can either choose to move backwards or to move forward. But again, she's choosing not to do that. You are the mirror that you mirror what choices they're making, and are these choices the best for them or not. Let go of mainstream mentality. Hierophant. Again, examining our morals, our beliefs. Are we getting caught up in mainstream? Are we getting caught up in what society expects and wants from us? The roles that we're supposed to be playing? Or is there a different role that we want to play? You are the mirror that tells or mirrors back to them that they need to explore, that they need to live. You are the mirror that reminds them of, are you living for yourself? Are you living by your own code of conduct or morals, whatever is said? Or are you living by someone else's? Are you living by your beliefs or by family's beliefs? You're a mirror that reflects to people that they have a bigger calling other than being what everybody else wants them to be. That it's okay for you to break free from tradition, that it's okay for you to break free from mainstream, especially if it keeps you trapped. But you also mirror back to them that if tradition and if mainstream works for them, then that's great. You might be someone who is, I'm hearing, very unorthodox. I don't know why that word's coming up. That's not a word that I use, but maybe you do, because that's coming up. Yes, you mirror to them, where is the tension? Where is the challenge? You know, what motivates you? Where is the pressure coming from? Where is this pressure of carrying and juggling these two coins coming from? Is it from family? Is it from your environment, your community? It can even be something along the lines from a system that is very suppressive, or suppressing to you, kind of like, you know, the school system or any other type of system. Like, where are you negotiating your power, your strength, your morals? What stalls you? What blocks you? Can we reconcile with the Two of Pentacles? Can we make this work? And if we cannot, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to choose a different route for you, for yourself. Shifting. You mirror to other people that there needs to be a shift. Like I said, you are a guide, you are a mentor. You help them bring spiritual insight into their lives. to help them follow the rhythm of their own soul, their own music. You might mirror as well where they need healing in their inner child. You help them see as well the potential in all things around them. You remind them that everything is possible, including walking away, including being different and going against the grain. You help them change their mind, whether that be changing their mind about being traditional or being non-traditional. It's like you mirror to them the other side of the quarter. How can I put this in like I don't know how to put it, but you mirror to them the inverted side of their current life in order for them to understand the other side of the quarter, the other side of their situation, in order for them to again make up their mind, in order for them to make a decision that serves them well. It's like maybe they didn't want to accept a different version of things, and then they come to you and you tell them like the other side of the quarter. You show them, you give them a different perspective, and then they're like, huh, I never thought about that. And so it makes them more of a whole person. It expands their mind, their perspective, and also it makes them more compassionate towards other people, because it's like they might come to you and tell you like, oh, so and so, or this situation happened, and you're just like, but did you consider this other side? Did you consider where this person was coming from, or did you just look at your perspective? And so you mirror kind of like the other alternative choice in order for them to be from a place of more balance. It's like you help them drop their defenses, if you will. Yeah, it's like you mirror to them this door that they don't want to they don't even want to explore. It's like, I don't know if it's safe for me to open that door. You mirror that and you're like, no, it's okay. It's safe. It's okay. I feel like you also help others confront their inner fears, their bullies, or things that intimidate them. I feel like also you are someone who's very supportive of others. You're someone who's very skilled at communicating. You might be someone who's like, you're very a motivating coach or a motivative speaker. Like you can really motivate a crowd, inspire a crowd. Yeah, it's like you mirror to them what they're choosing not to, like what they're pushing back. And again, they're showing me like a flip of a coin. It's like what they're not willing to see, the other side of things or the other perspective of something. It's like they see it with you. And when they cross paths with you is because they were ready to also see that other perspective. But I feel like you do it in such a way that it's gentle, that it's very hierophant, that it's very, without overstepping boundaries, without being judgy, or without being superior than anybody else. It's just from this place of, well, have you thought about it like this? Have you looked at it like this? It's not like pile number one where it's more in your face type of thing. You guys are more, again, you take this like divine feminine energy It's like a motherly role that you take when you mirror things to other people. Because it feels to me like you treat people as like they were your children. I feel like you guide them a lot through positive reinforcement. It's also what I'm getting here. And that's why they're able to shift, to change their mind, and flow with things. So that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that it resonates. If it did, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. On Patreon, I will be doing what type of mirrors do you attract? What type of mirrors do people put up for you to see? Like, what are they reflecting back to you, right? Because this was all about the mirror that you put for other people, but let's see the mirror that other people put for you. And what are they trying to reflect back to you? That will be on Patreon. Again, all links in the description box below. Tarot course is already up if you wish to join the tarot class, where we'll be discussing all about the fire element, the wand, and that minor arcana, the suit. So if you're interested, again, everything is in the description box below. Have a beautiful full moon. Don't forget to set your intentions, and have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose citrine, this is your pile. So let's see, what type of mirror are you? What type of reflection do you put out for other people? So I feel like you guys are a little bit, or are going to be a little bit lighter. Watch the cards say the opposite of that. But because citrine, I feel like you guys are, it's like very clear. You might put out a lot of clarity. Very transparent mirror is what I'm getting. I feel like the other ones were, well, pile number 1 was very intense, but I feel like you reflect a lot of where they are lacking, okay? Where they are lacking in life. Where are they feeling powerless? Where are they not wanting to pursue maybe more in their life? Or where are they not feeling worthy of certain things, okay? But I will be doing on Patreon the other side of this, which will be what type of mirrors do you attract, and yeah, what type of mirrors do people put up for you, and what are they reflecting back to you. So that will be over there on Patreon. But let's have a look here and let's see, what type of mirror are you and what are you reflecting? Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. So you mirror people's potential. That's what I was saying. I feel like it was going to be a little bit airy, like not airy, but a little bit lighter than the other piles. I feel like the other piles were more of a lot of subconscious work, whereas you guys is more like, well, I am motivating you, I am showing you what your potential is, what your potential can be. And you can be doing this by you just living your life, by you just doing the things that you do. You know, you might be someone very creative with citrine. You might be someone who's very abundant. You might be someone who attracts a lot of opportunities in your life, and people are like, whoa, how do you do that? And you just mirror that. You mirror the possibilities for them. You mirror the fact that they can be as powerful, as abundant, as creative as you. Okay? You might have a really good relationship, and you might mirror that, and people might be like, man, I want my Prince Charming, or I want my queen. I want, that relationship that pile number 3 has. And so you mirror that, the fact that they can have that too. You can get a little tricky here. You can get a little tricky because, there's a fine line between people wanting what you want and then being inspired by what you have. So, things can get a little confusing there. Detective. Okay, so you have great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. You mirror to people the fact that, first of all, they got to listen to their intuition. Always. Okay? You're someone that lives by the code of conduct of your intuition. You're like, if my intuition is vibing, I'm going for it. If not, no. Okay? But I also feel that you also mirror their great power. Their potential, their ability to co-create by trusting their intuition, by trusting their spiritual team. I feel like the way that you are very abundant in your life is because you trust your intuition. You take leaps of faith from a place of intuition. And so I feel like you guys are more along the lines of like, just by you living your life, you put up that mirror for others. Because the other piles were more along the lines of like, this is what you reflect. But you guys are more like, people are getting this. You might be on a social platform of some kind where people have access to you, but people are watching you be very abundant, and they're seeing you as well be very humble, because citrine here for this one is, citrine is yellow, right? But this is a very pale yellow. So I feel like you're someone who, again, you're very abundant, very successful, but you don't outshine people. It's like a muted, a very subdued ego here that you have. Okay, so it's like, yes, you're proud of your accomplishments, but you don't get cocky about it, is what I want to say. And then we have here victim, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Yeah, I feel like you're someone who mirrors back to people this energy of like, you don't need to feel like a victim of certain circumstances, that you can change this situation, to not allow others to victimize you either, is what I'm picking up here. That it's okay to get wild. It's okay for them to follow their intuition. It's okay for them to be curious about things. I feel like people pretend not to see you, but they do see you. That's something that I am picking up. You're someone that is very much led by your desires. You might have Rahu in the first house, or K2. I believe K2 is a dragon's head, right? I'm not sure, you guys. So whichever one is a dragon's head is the one that's in your first house. Ketu is the tail, so Rahu. Rahu is the head. Yes, there we go. It's like you allow your desires to kind of lead you, to guide you. And so you mirror this back to others. Seven of Swords. Some people might think, like, I feel like you put up this mirror of like, I can see through the BS. Okay? You can see through any shadiness. Okay? You can see through any type of deceit. But also what I'm getting here with the Seven of Swords, it's like whatever they're running away from, they cannot run away from it, because the mirror that you put up is very clear. It's like there's gonna be no hesitation. I feel like before they meet you, it's like they're in this boat, right? They're trying to run away, but it's foggy, and so they only have this little lamp. But I feel like when they meet you, it's like everything's so clear to them about what is it that they're running away from. Yeah. Nine of Swords. You mirror to them their fears, their anxieties, and why they run away from it instead of facing them. The mirror that you put up is, it's okay for you to face these fears. That these fears aren't bigger than you. That you're making them, you're giving them that power. Not that the fears are bigger. Not that the worries are bigger. It's just you're allowing them to be that way. And you help them break through that illusion. And you help them get their freedom back. You help them stop the cycle. so they can discover who they are and leave this role of feeling like a victim, feeling powerless. I know a lot of people get triggered with that word. You remind them not to dull their light. That it's okay to be a lone wolf. That it's okay to be different. Because you also mirror back that side of themselves that they do not want to accept, they do not want to integrate. Self-deception, with this woman holding the book in front of her face. It's like you're not an open book to a lot of people. And the people that you tend to attract, or to like, not attract, but the people that you project this to, that you mirror this back to, are people who also don't reveal aspects of themselves. And so you help them feel safe to do so. Yes, you help them find a truth about themselves, a truth about an illusion here. You help them stand in their own light, in their own authenticity, to help them again break free. That's that Seven of Swords, to leave the crowd, to walk their own path, even if that means that they have to do it alone. That they don't have to be a sheep following the crowd. You help others find what they're looking for. You inspire a lot of people. Because I feel like you take a lot of risks. And because you take a lot of risks, people are like, well, I can do that too. I want to do that too. You go on a lot of like spiritual pilgrimages. Is that how you say it? But you do a lot of like going within and connecting with self. And I feel like this is what you mirror back to others, that they should do this, because it will lead them to this truth. It will lead them to discovering, again, being curious, that it's okay for them to follow their curiosity, that it's okay for them to want to find out who they are and what they stand for. I feel like you tend to also how do I put this? Yes, you reflect back to them their divinity. I feel like they cannot see it before meeting you, before coming across your path. Okay, maybe because the people around them, maybe because they're shy, maybe because they feel like they don't have a safe place to do so. But it's like you allow them to see their divinity, their beauty, their spiritual self, their spiritual truth. You help them see this feline within them. Help them see their independence, right? With this cat energy. Maybe people tell you you remind them of a cat. Maybe you have strong Leo placements. We have treat your body well. I feel like the mirror that you put up for people is this mirror of needing to realign. I feel that people, when they come to you to see themselves in the mirror that you put up, is because they were in some way out of alignment in some area of their life, whether that be spiritually, emotionally, physically even. But I think mostly spiritually. You help them come back into alignment, come back to center of themselves, come back to the sense of independence, the sense of empowerment, the sense of strength. You really inspire people to travel, to seek knowledge, to seek truth, to find their destiny, to discover their destiny. But they also discover a lot of things about themselves through the mirror that you put up for them. They go through this whole process of a rebirth here. In order to bring them back into alignment with the 11 here. Wow. 1414 might be significant for you, pile number 3. But that is what I have for you guys. If it resonated, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Thank you very much if you already follow me on Instagram. Don't forget that I post there daily messages. And we're going to be doing part 2 on Patreon. Thank you to all of you who have joined. The tarot course, the wand suit is up. The class will be on August 14th. And all of those details, how to sign up, is in the description box below. Take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful full moon. Don't forget to set your intentions for this full moon, and have a beautiful weekend. Bye.